attacked by the CHEKInstitute 7 times instead of doing the right thing or sorting the problem out. So the first thing was how it all started. I realised that my CHEK profile was never working. So I was never getting genuine CHEK practitioners coming to see me, even though I'm a level 5 master, and even though I was a mentor for the Institute where I worked with over 15 new trainers and helped them with their business, their marketing, met up with them for dinner, you know, really went the extra mile to make sure that they really got what they needed and answered all their questions because of the best of my ability. Then Gavin Jenkins' mate, who wanted to work with me, I charged him £500 for his HLC. He never filled it out and never sent it to me. 7 weeks on, I still wanted a refund. And when I said to him, no, you're not getting the refund, he went, you'll never work in the industry. I'm going to ruin your business. Enjoy my money. Oh, I definitely enjoyed the money. So I made that connection because Gavin had a building business that went bankrupt. So really good at business, eh? So his building business went bankrupt. They both live in the same area. He was obviously at the Lancashire gig that I wasn't at that time because I had some really bad news. And I just didn't want to be around people with that news that I had with what was going on with my family life. So then I want you all to try this as well. If you're watching this video, go onto the CHEK Connect website, look at the homepage and look up and down and see if I'm there. You'll see Gavin Jenkins on the right hand side, which is the CEO, and that's conflict of interest. Then you got his lady friend there, and then you've got Phil Lazardi lower down, who's level 5 master. We done level 5, level 4 together. I got level 5 first. I published my book first, and that guy stabbed me in the back, telling Gavin that I was mentally ill. Then Gavin started telling students in the class so they wouldn't come and book me. And I got this from an angel source that is a really, really good person to give me that information. So after sending my email saying, look, why aren't I there? And why have I had over 2,028 people click on my profile but never got in touch? Everything works, so I checked it all. But what it was is that when you click on my profile, it clicks back to the front. So Gavin and his bit there, and the other people are down the bottom. And there's no uniform. She's a level 3, he's a level 5. I didn't realise that, but he's a level 5 now. And then you've got all the others underneath, level 2s, level 1s, level nothings. So where's the... How is that even professional? It don't even look professional to the outsider that's looking for a level 5 or looking for the top of the game or top practitioner. So then I get an email back. Oh, I'm not trying to sabotage you, Scott. You know, I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. Well, why am I on page 1 where you are? And why is your bit on the side there next to you instead of me being there? Not your bit on the side, but why am I there being the first master level 5 in London? And why is it you click on my profile and it fucking totally disappears to the front page? And then why is it where you click on my profile, Lee and Warren are there? And Lee and Warren are both on the faculty page on the main website. So they're getting double click, which is taking it away from the other practitioners. Is that fair? Is that even right? I don't think it is. Oh, and then he said, oh, look at our website. Tell us what's wrong with it, but I'm not going to fucking pay you. That's what I say to that. Yeah, your website is absolutely shit. You've done so many things to it, or the person that you're not paying has thought, right, Gavin doesn't pay me, but he's giving me a bit of paper that doesn't mean anything anywhere apart from with the Institute, and he's giving me courses where he just clicks a button. Doesn't cost him a bean. Oh, fuck it, I'll fuck up the website. I can't be bothered to put all my SEO skills in it for nothing. So he asked me to look at the website and all that bollocks. I'm like, I ain't doing that, go away. So the next one is I send them an email of complaint. And then in the email of complaint, we're not going to look into it. It's all nonsense. We don't believe in it, blah, blah, blah. Instead of saying, as a professional, loving, caring, spiritual, family company, should have said, oh, Scott, you know, something has gone wrong. Let's really look into it and get it sorted out. You know, we're sorry that you're really unhappy. Let's get it sorted. Instead, I got a horrible, horrible email. And as you can look through, I'll link them all together, where you can look through all the different emails, the 7 emails that are sent me so far. So then I chatted to a lawyer, showed him what was going on, and he went, look, you can sue them. You can definitely sue them. You've got 100% grounds because you've got the evidence, you've got the proof. And now we've got 7 more lots of evidence, all like in their own emails. So they look even worse than what they already do. It's crazy. I don't understand. Are they completely stupid at the Institute in the office? Well, probably they are if they're working for free. Right, okay. So the next one. So that was number 1, the email from Gavin. Number 2 was a derogatory email. And then I sent them an email saying, I'm suing you for £775,000. But we didn't know that they was going to keep it going and keep messing around instead of doing a decent thing. So we put it up to £1 million. It's now £1 million. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted it sorted, get it fixed, done deal. I go like a ghost, I disappear. But they want to do it the hard way. I'm a hard person. I don't mind doing it the hard way. I'm very good at endurance. How did I get to level 5? I kept pushing and pushing and pushing, no matter what challenge come up, and I achieved it. The worthless bit of paper. Right, the next one, number 3. We're not going to accept anything. We're not going to do anything. We don't value what you're saying whatsoever. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? They must think I'm a complete cunt and that I'm completely stupid. Maybe they thought, oh, he's a doorman. He was a doorman for 16 years. He must be really stupid. Oh, and he was a chef. He was in the kitchens, you know, working in hotels and restaurants. He must be really, really stupid. So let's really push it so the red tape really fucks him up, which is crazy. Right, so they know I've got dyslexia. I told the Institute in 2003 that I had dyslexia. I'm registered dyslexic. I got a big form that I got from a college that assessed everything, and I went to a school for dyslexics. So then they send email number 4. We want this date, we want this time, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this. Of course I am going to do that, aren't I? Give you all the dates, give you everything, so then when we go to court, you can go blah, 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 and try and make me look stupid. That's what I say to that. So the red tape thing, and obviously dyslexia, I got in touch with an organisation and they said, yeah, you've definitely got a case. There's no way they should be treating a dyslexic person like that. They should put in special like timings and other stuff, and for you to get other help in which for you to document everything. It's all documented anyway. Then number 5 was don't talk to any other Czech practitioners, and yet they got a police sergeant to call me. Don't talk to any other practitioners. Take all logos and everything off your website. Your license doesn't count anymore. It didn't even count in the fucking first place. It just makes me laugh. And so the red tape, and then they said in the email as well, which you'll see it, I've got everything all laid out. So I'm going to put it into a, what do they call it? I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel so you can see it all. And then I'm going to document it onto a blog. So the blog will come up and you'll be able to go one by one, read everything and see exactly what I'm saying and know that it's not bullshit and I'm not just a bitter person. Does that make sense? So they threatened me with the police. It's a civil matter. It's not criminal. I've not come into the CHEK Institute and nicked Paul's drugs. I've not come into the Institute and nicked some manuals. That's the only way it's criminal. I think what it was, they might have been watching stuff online where people are getting arrested or whatever for voicing their opinions, but these people are really aggressive and nasty. I've been doing it in a way that I don't fall into that category. If I did fall into that category, my YouTube channel would have been taken down, all the videos would have been taken down, and they wouldn't be doing the damage that they're doing to the Institute now. So, number 6, GDPR. I sent them an email saying, can I have all the documents and everything you got on me since 2013? Got an email back. I spent a couple of days, didn't want to open it. Then I opened it up because I was really, really busy seeing clients and doing other stuff. So I opened it up and looked in it. It was 6 files. And then there's one big file that I showed to my lawyer. My lawyer went, they're completely stupid, Scott. They're saying to you that they're not willing to give you the information that you're legally entitled to. So get in touch with Ofcom. So I got in touch with Ofcom. They've taken up the case. And then even more stupid, they sent me the email, which is in one of the videos on my homepage of my YouTube channel, where it has all the information and where they're refusing to give me the emails. Total target. So Ofcom were going to look at it, or the GDPR people, and go, why are you not giving him his information? He's asked for it. It's his right. It's the law. You need to give it to him. So the Institute's going to get some nice fines and probably more investigations. There's some hornets flying around. Some hornets. They're going to do some stinging soon. Okay, so the last one, the last email I got was, don't contact us. This is over. This is finished. But obviously I had to send a reply email. And in the reply email was, we've already taken the case up. GDPR is going to investigate it. They've already confirmed all that. So there's nothing I've done wrong whatsoever. But what are they fucking hiding? What are they hiding from 2013 after I was a mentor when I worked with 15 clients? They're all on my business page on my website. 15 great testimonials where I would go the extra mile every time to help a client, help somebody that I was mentoring. I'd take them out for dinner, we'd go to Watkins, I'd show them parts of London if they come to see me. I'd really go out of my way. And just because of this one guy, who's Gavin's mate, that's when they tried to sabotage me. Then the next time was when I met up with Gavin and said about Paul's drug habit and how it's damaging the brand. So Paul is not Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is a martial artist, yeah? And he interviews mega famous people as well as jiu-jitsu guys. And he's doing that with his mates. Whereas Paul's doing it with his mates that he's interviewing where they're trying to sell their product or whatever because he's getting paid for doing that. But he wants people to come into the fitness industry or an industry where they're healthcare professionals, pay £11,995 for 3 years at £322 a month for a certificate that's not recognised anywhere. Paul said in one of his videos years ago, he hates it when he sees people with a piece of paper on the wall and not a pot to piss in. He set up the system so it's like that. If the system was they had a dedicated guy that referred to the practitioners that were coming up, or the practitioners were level 1s, level 2s or level 3s, referring out to them to make sure that they was busy and keeping in touch with them, there would be no argument ever. And then the CHE.K website, right? I couldn't believe it. They had loads, hundreds of practitioners on there. Hundreds around the world. Hundreds. With a backlink. Guess what they did? Cut them all. Got rid of all of them. So what happened to the backlink? Disappeared. So what happens in Google? Your traffic fucking goes down the toilet. So Gavin Jenkins or whoever said that to them to do that, and it's probably the guy that Gavin has said, oh, you can do a course and you'll get a certificate, but I'm not going to fucking pay you. That's totally against the law, Gavin. You're not allowed to do that. You're supposed to give them at least minimum wage. And the same with the person in Manchester getting people to work for doing her website. Her website's totally crashed now. Getting people to do her website and other jobs without paying them. What the fuck is wrong with these people? You pay people. I always pay people. I pay my accountant. I pay my cleaner. I pay, whatever I need to pay for. I don't skin it and go, oh, I've got an estimated 32 million in the bank, but it just isn't fucking enough. It's just unbelievable. So as you know, like I said in the other video, we're going to be doing videos until July 2027. And the videos I'm going to be doing are going to be looking at every single avenue of the CHEKInstitute. And there's going to be some good stuff and some really shocking stuff. But it doesn't have to be like that. If they just do the decent thing, which I've given them 7 chances. 7 chances to do the decent thing. And all they keep doing is trying to be holistic gangsters. Holistic gangster family, loving, spiritual, not nice institute. So please comment down below and tell me what you think. Would you be happy with having all these things happen to you 7 times? Would you be happy that I paid over 40,000 once you factor in travel, books, food, clothing and all that type of stuff, and website to get all your business up and running? Would you be happy that you've been treated like this? Would you be happy that you was a level 5 and just because you had a disagreement with one person, the CEO's mate then decides that he wants to trash your whole career? Oh, the other thing Gavin said, oh, we're going to fix the website in 3 months. All you've got to do is go into the back end, click stop the block and make sure that I'm page 1. That would take you 20 minutes, Gavin. 20 minutes, not 3 months. This is how I know you were 100% sabotaging my career. And that's why I'm suing you. Because I've got all the documented evidence, 7 times of emails. Then I've got the documented evidence of videos. Then I've got documented evidence of people that are willing to stand up in court. Oh, and then another tactic you tried that didn't work. So this is number 8. I get this call from this guy and he's a police sergeant. A police sergeant. Do I give a shit? No, I don't give a shit. I don't really like the police because a lot of them are just totally bent. There is some good ones, I know. There's good and bad in all. Like in the Institute, there's probably some really lovely, genuine, down-to-earth people that are being ripped off by Gavin and not being paid for what they're doing, but they're going to get a certificate that nobody recognises in the world apart from the Institute, which is total nonsense, isn't it? So this sergeant calls me. I said to him, can I see your warrant card? So I see his warrant card, so I knew he was definitely a sergeant. And he tells me, oh, he worked with Lee Brandon, and Lee Brandon didn't assess his atlas properly or didn't tell him enough about it, and he really wanted to know much, much more. Now, I know from the level 5 or level 4 training and level 3, you don't educate the client. Because if you educate the client, the next time they'll come back and they'll cheat all the exercises, so you won't be able to get a full understanding of what's going on for that client. Because they'll cheat it. Their ego will go, all right, he told me to stand like that, now I'm going to stand like that when I should be standing like that. Does that make sense? It's a bit crazy, but it works. It definitely works. So he said about that, and then he said, oh, he had a massive row with Gavin, and I don't know if this is true or not, but they set up the HLC, then they changed it, and instead of giving it to them for free, they charged them again. Now, I know this type of thing happens because another student signed up for the Chek quadrant. I've done a video on it already, and there was supposed to be two parts. They charged them in advance for 2 parts. They only ever got 1. The other part is in Narnia. It's just unfucking believable. How can this company that's worth over 30, estimated value of over £32 million, even get away with stuff like that? Because people talk. But, you know, we've got online, haven't we? We've got our phones and we've got forums and all that. Everybody's talking to each other. So as a business, you can't afford to do that shit to people. So he told me they charged him again, so he went online and blogged about it in Facebook. So I was feeling for him and I was letting my guard down a little bit. But then under more investigation, I said, so when did you see Lee then? 10 years ago. Oh, that don't make sense. So if you saw him 10 years ago and you knew that your atlas was out, why didn't you see another Czech practitioner? I didn't trust anyone. But why didn't you go and see somebody else? I didn't trust anyone. I want to learn it all for myself. Right, mate, it don't work like that. You can learn it from a certain degree, but you can't correct your own atlas. You can't correct your own teeth if you go to the dentist. You can't... you can't build your own website if you don't have any knowledge of SEO and building a website. Does that make sense? So I soon realised he's a bit of a shyster, really, because he come on just as all this is starting, for one. So that was a red flag. And then he said something that Gavin says, oh, I don't want to talk to you via email. I want to do live chat type thing. So that was a bit suspect as well. But I thought it was a bit low getting a police sergeant to do that. That's really low, isn't it? It didn't scare me, doesn't bother me. I know I'm within my rights and within the law. But for him to, I found out, I said to him, right, so come and get a healing off me. Because I know if I balance his chakras, because I worked out his first was out, which is safety and security. His third was definitely out. And money, he had a real big money issue. Even though he's on £56,000 a year, that's probably how he's paying for the academy. Then no self-love and higher self issue. So I was thinking, right, come and see me. I'll correct it, and then we'll see what happens with your atlas. See if it things. He kept going away from that and didn't want to talk about that. But always kept saying, oh, money, money, money. Oh, another Gavin, money, money, money. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're on £56,000 a year. You're taking home over £3,000 a month. Oh, I don't want to keep paying for professionals. You're going to have to pay for professionals for the rest of your life. If you want a painter to come in, you can't do it yourself as good as a painter would, or a plumber, or fixing your car. You can't do it yourself. So I realised he was in total victim mode, which Paul talks about, which is true. And I mentioned that, I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. Yes, you are, mate. And then I just thought, right, he's a snake. He's got to go. So I blocked him on everything. There's no point me talking to somebody like that has no intention of booking you, but all they want is knowledge. A knowledge vampire. The same as the woman in Manchester. I spent over 3 months talking to her about football and how to strengthen and condition footballers. She hasn't got a clue what to do. So why would you say, if somebody rang me and they went, Scott, I want to get strength and conditioned for MMA, I would say to them, look, I've got no experience in MMA, but I can get you stronger, definitely, because I'm a strong guy, as in eco, strong guy. I work out, I look after myself, and obviously the Czech stuff, but you would have to give me more and more information. She had no idea about football, about the centre, the forward and the attacker. Nothing. Then she sent me a video of this running coach training the footballers, which was undoing everything she was doing as a Czech practitioner, and she couldn't fucking see it. Unbelievable. No wonder we keep losing the World Cup. But she's a lovely lady. So I spent all that time with her, chatting every day nearly, and texting and stuff. And she gave me £150 for Christmas, which was lovely, really, really nice. But really, she owes me really 10 grand. The amount of information and the amount of time. I even told her what to do with her website. Went in one ear and out the other, now you can go and, I'm not going to say her name or the website, it's now completely crashed. Completely crashed. So she's going to have to set everything up brand new, and then she's going to have to wait months and months for her SEO to go back up again. So that means it's killed her business. And this is what happened with another practitioner, the backstabber. I told him to do this certain thing, went in one ear, went out the other ear. They got on his website, they totally trashed it. He's taking it all down now, which is the right thing to do, and start again. But totally killed his business. Because you've got to think about, if you're online, my website being online can make up to 30 to 40,000 a year and getting inquiries on a regular basis. That's why I do it so much. In my quiet time, I'm doing the internet, or I'm doing videos like I'm doing now. So they sent the snake of the police sergeant, and he looks at the website, you know, the Chek Connect. He went, yes, Scott, you can't be found. You're 100% right. So at least he backed me up there, and then give me the information about what happened to what happened with your HLC, then the Chek Connect stuff, not Chek Connect, the Chek Quadrant stuff. And then in class, you know, I witnessed this myself, right, 100%. We was on level 4, and Paul was trying to, I can't think of the right word, but there was women that he was trying to get on with more than what he should have been, if that makes sense. So I seen that with my own eyes. The same as I see him come in and out of class, more and more out of his nut. He thinks that people don't see it, but because of my doorman's training of over 16 years, you are taught what to look at, and you get used to what to look at. So if someone's on ecstasy, they do this. Somebody's on coke, they do this. All the time, and that's when you know they're on cocaine. And then obviously dilation of the pupils if they're on cannabis, or if they're some people can hide it quite well, but you can normally really smell it as well. So I can be on a bus or a train or walking down the street, and even if that person hasn't got a joint on the go, I can smell it in their clothes. That's how good my senses are. And I think not being a smoker and all that, it's volumized even more. So we've been on for 27 minutes. So what I've got to ask you is, would you be happy if you sent an email and the CEO just completely lied and then said, oh, look at our website? He didn't say, look at my website, we'll pay you. Tell us what's wrong so we can get it fixed. Just look at our website. Because he don't pay people. He doesn't pay people. He even didn't pay the backstabber. When the backstabber was head of mentoring, he was constantly complaining to me that he wasn't getting paid. I went, grow a set of bollocks and say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. In the end, he did. But it took a long time to grow a set of bollocks. Maybe it's because of his age. So would you like it if you got red tape and you had a disability? And remember, on the Chek website, there's no disability help whatsoever. And then would you like it that if you was in class as a female, that they just all migrate to the men and neglect the women and don't give them the support that they need in the class? It's wrong, that, isn't it? And the other thing is that most of the faculty are not teachers. They do not have a teaching qualification. They have a personal training qualification or an osteopathic qualification, but they don't have an official, I've been a teacher at a school, so they've been trained a certain way. They don't have that, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but I think I'm completely right. So the red tape, and then I'm going to call the police on you. Wait a minute. I'm not online saying what that person said that went to prison for nearly 2 years, and now she's getting paid out because they done a big boo-boo. So why would you use the police? And why would you document everything? So I'm going to be in court going, look at this. Or giving it to my lawyer. Oh, can you pass that one? Can you just show the email where Gavin sort of like destroyed himself? Oh, and then can you look at the police email? destroyed themselves again. And now can you look at the GDPR one, where they destroyed themselves again? Absolutely stupidity. And I think this is probably because he's not, the guy that kept sending me the stuff, I don't think he's being paid enough. Or he's not being paid, he's getting a certificate and a course. I phoned up the Institute once and was chatting just friendlily before any of this happened, and chatting to a guy. I went, oh, how's you enjoying working for the Institute? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's really, really good. I really, really love it. And I went, what's wrong? He went, but I don't pay us, Scott. I went, you what? He went, they don't pay us. They give us free courses and certificates. I went, are you an idiot? He went, I beg your pardon? I went, are you an idiot? You got to feed your kids, your family, or even yourself. Did you know that's totally against the law? So I was out yesterday.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. I went out yesterday and was eating in a place. And for some reason, people tell me stuff more and more because of the shaman work that I've done, and I'm very open. Oh, I've done a 12-hour shift. I went, no, that's great. That's going to be nice money, you know, at the end of the month. Yeah, but I don't get paid for the last 4 hours. I went, you what? I went, this company is worth millions of pounds. I'm not talking about the CHEK-Institute. I'm talking about a really, really high-profile shop that you'd see on the street, like go and have a coffee and have food. I went, what the hell is going on? How are these companies doing it? And why is the person either signing the contract or letting them get away with it? So we've got the witnesses. Obviously, I've got 7 documents, all these documents as evidence. I've got video evidence, I've got verbal evidence, and I've got witnesses. So just do the decent thing. If you don't, then we go to the next level. And hopefully you'll feel the hornets very soon. Thanks very much. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and comment down below. If you think I'm overreacting with 7 attacks from the Institute, please post down below. Tell me what you think. It'd be nice to get some people going, Scott, what you're doing is completely wrong. Or Scott, I would do exactly the same myself if I'd have spent £40,000 on a certificate that's not recognised by anybody in the world, as in a licence certificate. And then the licence, no one anywhere will ever ask you for it. Before you had to, you know, do your accreditations to say that you were current, and you had to pay for that. But that was still another money scam or money thing because of it's not recognised. Now, if the CHEK-Institute, you know, step up their game, which I don't think they will because they're too much in their heads and it's money for them. It's not about let's make our practitioners as credible as possible. Let's get them as busy as possible. Let's get somebody like Scott on board where he's going to rip us a new anus if we're doing things that we shouldn't be doing, so we're totally protected. The website is wrong. There's so many things I can talk about, but we're going to wait for the court date and stuff like that. So then that way, I'm definitely on a winning streak, 1000%. Definitely on a winning streak. I ain't losing. And if we don't go to court, let's say it doesn't go to court or whatever, there's going to be over like 300 videos. Paul's video, my video. Paul's video, my video. CHEK-Institute video, my video. CHEK-Institute, my video. That's how it's going to happen. And I've already conquered Google for CHEK Practitioner London, CHEK Practitioner UK, CHEK Practitioner, just the word CHEK Practitioner, CHEK Practitioner Lancashire, CHEK Practitioner Manchester. I'm everywhere. I know exactly what to do. And I know these 7 attacks that I've had is totally unwanted. Totally unwarranted. You didn't have to do this at all. This could have been all done and dusted if you wasn't in your Oompa Loompa ego and you've just gone, right, we've fucked up, what we did was wrong, he's got the evidence, he's got the proof, we can see it ourselves, let's just sort it out. But instead, you've like really tried to bully me, harass me into submission, but I don't submit to anybody. Even if I'm in a punch-up and I get done, if I think the guy's respectful or whatever, I'll go and shake his hand. But I'll carry it on if I have to. And I'm going to carry this on. This is like a marathon to me. I'm not going to stop until I get to the end of the marathon where I'm getting my trophy. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, please like. But really think about that. Do you want to really book an institute that if you have a problem are going to totally deny it? Then they won't give you the GDPR information. Then they're going to threaten you with the police. Then they're not going to understand your disability if you've got one. And then on top of that, if your girlfriend is studying it with you as well, will be treated badly or not as good as the men in the class. And then you might have somebody trying to chat her up that you don't want to happen. And there's been stories about that as well. I can't say whether they're true or not, but when I see what Paul did on level 4 with one of the level 4s with me, was not right. Was not right. And I'm standing up to be counted, because a lot of people will not, they'll just let it go, or let it go. But why should I let it go? They sabotaged my business for 13 years. And I suppose they thought they got away with it, especially after the meeting that I had with Gavin. But when I got back, I was documenting. I'm going to bide my time, wait. Like in the movie Roadhouse, you don't do anything until there's the right time to do something. And this is the perfect time. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please watch all the others. I'll do a compile underneath the main video of all the 7 things that they've done. And you can see all documented evidence behind me. So on my, because I'm doing a long video, I can't do it on a long video, but all the other, on all the other videos, the short videos, playlist, that's it. It's going to be a playlist with the 7 things. So anybody that sees my stuff won't go, Scott's just angry because he's angry and he hasn't earned no money, or Scott's just bitching because he can bitch. You will see it and you will go, if you're a logical thinker like myself and not in your ego, you will look at it and go, he's 100% right. Why am I going to study with these people if they treat a master level 5 with dyslexia, and just because he said to one person, I'm not going to give you your money back, and the institute would do that and Gavin would do that himself, and then sabotage his own business, even though he's got 175 testimonials on his website, 39 39 testimonials on my Google profile, and Gavin for the Institute has got 12. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? If they've only got 12 and they're this huge institute, because they're scared that people will put the truth there. The same as the 2013 emails. They don't want to give me them because it's got the truth in it. It's going to be fantastic to read. It's going to be fantastic to hear what the GDPR people say and whether they'll fine them massively, because they put categorically, we're not giving it to you. We don't need to give it to you. Complete bullshit. So hope you enjoyed it. So I've gone on a bit, must be the chocolate, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.